Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
Wake your ass up, fool. John J. and Rich. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog. Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom. What you gonna do? John J. and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John J. and Rich. Wake your ass up, fool.
It's John J. and Rich. 877-937-1047. Call us right now. Jump on the air with us right this very second. You can also text us. You text JJR and whatever you want to say to the number 96893. Peyton on the show is on vacation. And I follow almost all her family, you know. And did you guys see the video? I posted it on our John J. and Rich Instagram
I did
account
not
this
see
morning. The video this morning of Peyton's dad walking through the airport.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Because I follow her dad, too. Yeah. So he's such a character.
He is hilarious. He's one of the funniest people I've ever met. And the way he dresses and stuff, and he was all about his outfit. So if you go to John J. and Rich, you can see it. They're like in Belgium as a family, which is very cool because like Peyton's dad, mom, sister, and her brother. Like, that's so cool to be an adult and do an adult trip with your family. Like, no kids, no boyfriend, no girlfriend.
Don't you think it probably devolves into you are literally the kids again? Like little 100%. Kids.
Yeah.
It goes right back to that because if you don't have your other family with you, then you're just, mom and dad and the brother and sis.
Yeah, I imagine them in like the back of the Uber and like, don't cross this line. Right here.
Mom! He's looking at me, Mom.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I can't wait to hear about her vacation. Anyway, you can see that on John J. Rich on Instagram. And speaking of evolving in the relationship, baby Noah is in the studio because Noah has a big announcement. I was all shocked. What is your announcement, Noah?
My big announcement is that I'm moving out of my parents' house.
Oh, my gosh.
How old are you?
23.
Yeah, no.
Thought this day would never come.
That's pretty big. I mean, you got it made over there. You had a fridge in your bedroom with all of your own favorite snacks. I mean, you had it made.
I had my dad texting me, asking me what hot meals I wanted when.
Yeah.
So when is the day you move out?
Well, technically, the official date was supposed to be this Friday, the 21st, but I pretty much have moved in as of this weekend. I slept there last night.
Oh, wow.
And this is with my best friend, Lenora. We have an apartment together.
So you have your own room and stuff? Or you
I
have
do.
your room?
I have my own room and bathroom.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What about the refrigerator? Your actual size refrigerator? Are you bringing that in?
I am bringing that in on Friday, yes.
In your room? It'll be in
my
your bedroom?
room. So at first I was like, well, maybe I'll leave it in storage because she's got a full fridge in the kitchen, but it's actually kind of small, and we have a lot of just like random cans and bottles and stuff for when I'm kind of like a mixologist, so I'm always making drinks. And I was like, oh, I'm definitely bringing this fridge in here so we can put all that stuff in there and actually have room in the fridge for groceries. So we're going to be a double fridge family.
How long? Because your drive to come in the morning before was almost an hour one way, right?
Yeah.
So is this a lot closer?
Today it only took me 23 minutes.
Whoa.
All that extra sleep.
You're going to get time.
Are your parents excited or are they kind of sad that you're moving out? I mean, whenever my kids move, I'm sad.
Well, I first had the conversation with them a little over a year ago, and my dad basically cried and was like, please don't move out. Like, you're such a dynamic in this family.
He's such a sweet man, your dad.
It was a sweet talk. And then recently, when it came up again, they were like, bye. See ya.
Because your Winifred was probably like, now we can do it in any room. Now we do it in every room in the house. I can't do a good Winifred.
And my parents are also getting a new house themselves, and it's only 15 minutes away from the apartment. So we're just
far
things
enough.
are a little bit easier in the miles commute now.
Good.
But what about the roommate? What about having a roommate that isn't your immediate family?
Well, so me and Lenora argue similar to how I would argue with my mom, and I have to remember to tone it back a little because me and my mom have always had the kind of relationship where it's full on, all guns out. Like, we yell, scream, curse, and then like we just make up afterwards. And she's always encouraged that kind of dynamic where we can fight in that way. And Lenore and I have the same kind of unfiltered friendship, but like I have to remember she is my friend and not like my mom that
So what I'm
she knows
hearing-
we pick on each other.
So what I'm hearing is the biggest part of your relationship is that you get to yell at Lenora the same way you yell with your mom.
I don't want to yell at her the same way I yell at my mom, and I do sometimes.
Well, she's your best friend, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I got my own place, my best friend moved in with me, and it eventually fell apart. I don't
It fell
talk to me
apart.
anymore. Yeah.
It is tough
It's
being
tough.
roommates with like your besties because you're besties, I feel like you don't want to like ruffle feathers. And if certain little things start annoying you, you're like, oh, it's not a big deal. They're still my bestie. But then it starts like crawling underneath your
100%
skin. And
what
it
I was
gets
getting at.
so irritating.
Little things really start to piss you off, especially if one makes more money than the other person. And then it's like, well, you paid for this. Or I remember paying for things, and then my roommate would just take advantage of it. I would get so pissed.
Or like cleaning. Like if
Cleaning.
one person does all the cleaning, then it's like at first like, no big deal. I like cleaning. And then after a while, it's like, maybe you want to clean a little bit. Like maybe once or twice.
yeah.
Maybe pick up a sponge.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. It'll probably be where you're going to come in and you're not going to talk about, hey, you want to talk about what it's like living with your roommate? No. Because you're going to be, it's too personal. You guys
You're
got
like, I just walked to my room. I just walked straight to my
You
room.
have to promise that you can let us do like roommate court at some point where she comes in here and we have a big
that's a
courtroom.
great idea.
You say that now until you guys
Until
get
it's
to a huge
real.
fight over it.
But that's good content. From a content
It
perspective,
is.
I love that.
Also, speaking of good content, so Noah sent me this Instagram post yesterday, and I thought it was because I knew his parents were moving, and there's a whole news story about a neighborhood. And I was like, is that where your parents are moving? He's like, no, but this neighborhood's gone viral, and he stopped by there. What's that story?
So they're building a neighborhood in Youngtown, which is just south of Surprise and like west of Westgate. And there is this QT on Olive Avenue that just goes on and there's nothing around it because there's like that dry Agua Fria river that's not a river
Right.
is there. And somehow they got the green light to build a development of houses in behind the QT, but the QT's kind of in the way. So instead of like fencing it off or anything, the what they've done is use the road like that would be outside of your driveway, like the road you would back onto, as the parking lot for the QT. So if you back out of your driveway, you're in the parking lot.
Right?
Okay.
Like the news reporter said it took her 12 steps to go from the front door of the house to the QT.
That sounds kind of awesome.
Right? And then when you pull back, it's like there's this QT. It's like they built the neighborhood around the QT. It's so weird.
At least it's a QT. Those are always pretty nice.
They get fresh pizza all the time.
I'd be there all the. It's so
If it
easy.
was-
Just go. You don't need a grocery store. You don't need anything. You just go to the QT every day.
If it was like a duplex or a condo of some sort, like it would make sense and it would be kind of convenient. But the fact that it's just like a normal house and you could like back into the building if you hit the gas too hard coming out of the driveway. So I first heard about this in December and I was like, I didn't know where it was at. And I was like, how weird. And then I was on my way from the apartment to my parents' new house construction site. And I was like, oh, there's a QT. I'll stop and get gas. And I was like, this is the magical QT. This is where everybody's stopping at. And there were literally influencers there with their tripods and their ring lights.
Really?
Like, making videos for Instagram about it. And I
so
had
funny.
backed out of my parking spot at the QT and I was almost in someone's driveway. And I was like, wow, this is really something.
Yeah, the news story is unbelievable. I'll post it on John Jane Rich. You can see the news story because it's pretty wild. That'd be so great. What else? It'd be great to have that like in front of if it was a frozen yogurt
Sure,
shop.
or a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be
There's a
amazing.
Filberto's next to the QT.
There is.
There you go.
Wow, that should be in a college. That's like a great. You know what I mean? Like if the university was close by.
Yeah, before Stacy and I moved in, her house was literally across the street from a Taco Bell. I'm like, you have chosen so wisely.
Why did you move in there?
I wanted to. She's like, you still got to cross a busy street to get to the Taco Bell. I'm like, but it's right there.
It's
you
right
can feel
there.
it.
Well, congratulations, Noah, on moving out, becoming an adult. Can't wait
you.
to.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
Okay, real talk. We're all kind of hooked on our phones. It's full of shiny apps designed to keep your attention captive forever. But there's real life stuff to do other than scrolling, and I'm here to help. I'm Christina Quinn, the host of Try This, a podcast from the Washington Post. The show explores solutions for life's common problems. And this season, we're learning to tame the dopamine beast and reclaim our attention in this noisy and distracting world. So let's tame the beast together. Find Try This from the Washington Post wherever you listen.
I'm Rodney Williams.
And I'm Travis Holloway. Welcome to The Wealth Break.
Let's be honest, building wealth doesn't look the same for everyone. It's not just about saving, it's about investing. It's about navigating systems that weren't built for you, embracing your hustle, and relying on your community to create something bigger.
And that's exactly why we created The Wealth Break. We made something different, something more human. It's not just another financial podcast. It's a conversation about real life, real struggles, and real wins.
We're here to talk about the journey. You'll hear from people who've broken barriers, found creative ways to succeed, and learned to build wealth on their terms. Whether it's the first-time homeowner, a gig worker, or someone turning a side hustle into a six-figure business, we're bringing you their stories.
And we're not stopping at success stories. We're breaking down the realities, like what it means to take risk, how to navigate failure, and why resilience matters. Because wealth isn't about money. It's about creating a life where you can thrive and help others to do the same.
So if you're ready for a podcast as much as about people as it is about money, you're in the right place.
Listen to the Wealth Break podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
Hear all the stuff.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.